Hey everyone, I wanted to do a real quick video talking about um, authenticity. Also, more on my whole authenticity series that I've sort of been doing, not necessarily on purpose. It just seems to be super relevant right now. A lot of people are doing it well, and a lot of people are not. And I see it happening, and I want to talk about it so bad. But one of the things I want to talk about in terms of the sort of like authenticity thing is I want to talk about being authentic to ourselves. I want to talk about following your gut. And I think that in the middle of a crisis, a lot of people are going to kind of recoil from that. They're going to think, no, 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 the sky is falling. That's not the time for me to listen to myself. And I think that's the wrong instinct. I think that when you look back, if you who are saying that in the world, no, 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 now's not the time for me to listen to myself. Look back on your history and try to listen for that phrase or that ideology coming through. Where does it come from? Does it come from yourself truly? Does it really come from who you are? Or does it come from someone else who tried to tell you who you were? Who tried to characterize you as someone who maybe doesn't have good instincts or doesn't make good decisions in an effort to make you do what they wanted to do or be who they wanted you to be. I can definitely say that in my own history, I come from a family of people who have terrible coping skills, just awful. And then, as a child, that they taught those coping skills to me. No one taught them any other way to be. And also, truth be told, a lot of times the environment I was in was not the place for healthy coping skills. Those healthy coping skills would not have worked with the situations that I was dealing with as a young person. But I also did the work. I was always really good at school, and school taught me a lot, and school got me a lot. I definitely am not going to discount the power of my education in my life. And it also taught me to rely on data and numbers and testing and proof, which is very important. Obviously, very important. I'm a data-driven person. A lot of us are. Really, really essential. Also, school made me think that I didn't have to listen to my gut. It also, school is the place where I realized that I didn't have good coping skills and where I realized that I needed to learn some if I wanted to be successful in this sphere, in this academic sphere, and then in this professional sphere that I really wanted to break into. So I went and learned them. I have done a lot of work, which most of the people in my career sphere, my career bubble, have done that too. Most mid-career millennials and older people that I know have, we've been to counseling, we've been to recovery, we have also been through programs at work, we've been to anti-racist trainings, we've been to workshops on how to dismantle heteropatriarchy in the workplace. We've been to trauma-informed care workshops, not just one, many of them. We've read books, we have gone through courses and workshops, we've sought certifications that make us better than we were, that teach us how to see things. And all of that has gone to changing the way we all deal with the world. And I think that for me, especially in my personal experience, it's only been really recently that I've been able to go back and see that as those educational pieces were coming together for me, as those career pieces were coming together for me, there was also something changing internally. My coping mechanisms changed over the years. The ways I dealt with conflict changed over the years, have matured and grown. I have a suite of things that I can use, tools that I can pull from my toolbox to help cope with the world, things my parents could have never dreamed of having access to, never had the resources to have access to be quite honest. And so, when I look back at my career, it has been hard for me. I think I'm only recently starting to really admit how much of my great decision making, how much of my success has been predicated on me following my gut. And if there's anything I can tell you from my years of crisis communications and successfully navigating crises like this, obviously nothing's like this, this is a unique situation, but if I can tell you anything, it is that when the rubber hits the road, when the sky is falling, when everything is on fire, when it is uncertain, that is the time that you need your gut the most, because we don't have data for this. There's no like other recent global pandemic that we can just pull the numbers up for. That's not a thing. That doesn't exist. So all of us, but especially those of us who've been doing this work to hone this skill, to hone this instinct, this is the time to really sit with it and ask yourself, deep inside, ask yourself what you feel called to do. Ask yourself what direction you feel you need to go in. And there's probably not going to be data to back that up. There probably isn't. There is probably not going to be conventional wisdom to indicate that you're doing the right thing. Because you know what? This is not conventional. It's not. We are in an unconventional situation, and the only way we're going to get out of it is all of our individual innovation. And innovation is not like, it's not like anything. It's not like growth. It's not like pivoting. It's not like strategy. It's not like building. It's a whole new thing. There is not going to be data for this. And that's why you have to really trust your gut and listen to what your humanity is telling you. That's going to be the answer. I guarantee it. Talk to me in the comments. Share this if you agree. But yeah, what do you think? How much do you think your gut really gives you success? Really lends itself to your success?